Hey guys, what's up? So I kind of just want to do a little bit of an update on a few things that are going on in my life. Nothing too important, but I just thought I would talk about it. So not too long ago, I talked about my issues with social anxiety and anxiety in general, and kind of like what I was gonna do to work on that, or possibly trying medication or just something new with my therapist. And so I wanted to update on that specifically. And so 2 weeks ago, I decided I was going to start medication for anxiety, because I've been doing pretty much everything they tell you to do to deal with anxiety, and I just have not been coping well. And part of it, I think, has to do with me not being able to exercise and all that stuff. I can do that now, but I think it's just I have a lot going on, and I don't think it's something that is going to be forever, but for right now, it's something that my therapist suggested might be a good idea for the time being, you know, just to try it out and stuff like that. So I made the decision to start medication, and I've done this in the past, and I had kind of a weird reaction, but I don't think I was on the right medication. And I started this 2 weeks ago, so I want to give it some time to kind of see how I feel, if I feel any difference. And I know that most medications you kind of don't really feel, don't take effect for like 4 weeks, but I want to talk about what I have felt so far. And I have a follow-up appointment with my primary care physician tomorrow regarding this medication. And I'm not going to tell you what medication I'm on particularly, because everybody is different, and our brains are so different. If you really, really want to know though, just ask me in the comments and I'll let you know the medication, but I don't want to like say it through the video. So anyways, this medication I started 2 weeks ago, and so far I have noticed that my brain doesn't tend to cycle as much. I used to have these anxieties or these thoughts that just kept going over and over and over in my brain, and it was really loud, and it was hard for me to focus. It was hard for me to try to work through things because my brain just would not shut off. And so I've noticed that I've been able to cope better with anxiety. Like, I will still get anxious, but it doesn't overtake my brain. Like, it doesn't just busy up my brain so much that I can't function. So my brain has been a lot quieter, and that's been really nice. I've been sleeping better, I've been able to focus, and that goes with studying for my personal training certificate. Like, it was really, really hard for me to focus on all of my reading because my brain was so loud that it was just constant rushing thoughts like all the time. So I've been able to focus a lot better for studying. I've been able to cope a lot better when it comes to social situations and things like that. And of course, you know, medication isn't solving everything. I still have a lot to work on, but these are just some of the things that I have noticed that has been helpful so far. So I wanted to also show you that this is the workbook that I'm working on with my therapist. So it's the mindfulness and acceptance workbook for social anxiety and shyness. And I've gone through it a little bit so far. I was actually supposed to read chapters 1 and 2 and then go over that with her, but I've had so much reading for my personal training course that I didn't get quite through both chapters. But it's cool. It's got some like good little exercises and information, and it's been cool because I felt so alone when it comes to social anxiety for so long that when I just read this book, what I've read so far, and then it kind of just talks about what certain scenarios of what people feel like when they're socially anxious, and it just makes me feel so much less alone, and like I'm not the only one that deals with these thoughts and all the stuff like that. So if you are socially anxious, that is probably a good book for you to check out. I'm gonna keep going through that and maybe keep updating on that. Speaking of anxiety, I also start work tomorrow. So I have my first day of work tomorrow, and I am super anxious about that just because it's been so long. And so yeah, I get to wake up at the butt crack of dawn tomorrow and go to work and get back to reality and things like that. So work tomorrow, hopefully I will have a better experience than the last time I tried to go back to work at, I think it was 8 weeks or 10 weeks. I don't remember. But it was painful. I just wasn't ready. I was not recovered enough. So hopefully now I will be recovered enough. I've been wearing pants. It hasn't been too uncomfortable. And I also tried running, and it was definitely hard. I feel like you kind of have to like try to relearn how to run in a way. Like I still know how, but it's different. And that's one thing that I want to ask for you guys' help on is the best underwear for running. I have to say that it's been a struggle to find underwear that doesn't squish me but is still supportive. So if any of you know any good running underwear, please let me know. I still need to make a video on underwear, but I'm not satisfied with the underwear selection that I have currently tried out. I still want to give different brands a try, or hey, if you're a brand, let me know. I would love to try out your underwear. But I want to make sure that when I make the video on underwear, I have the best suggestions possible. And I've tried out a variety of underwear and along those lines. So running underwear has been the most difficult thing. Having paloplasty, I am a shower, not a grower, and I feel like most running underwear is meant for growers. And so I just get squished, and it's just like, I don't want to kill it. I would like to, you know, be breathy and not squished and not cut off my circulation, but at the same time be supported and not be like bouncing around everywhere. So yeah, I think that is my biggest struggle at this point, is running and not feeling like I'm just all over the place. Suggestions are highly welcomed. So yeah, I think that is about it at this point. I will keep you updated on how the underwear search for the running goes, and also how work goes, and things like that. I think I'll just end it here. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching and for all your support. And yeah, feel free to leave any questions in the comments down below. Peace out, and I'll see you next time.